Okay folks, so we're at Canary Wharf. This is the DLR, like I've said before. I think I've mentioned it before. These are driverless trains. Like I say, they don't have a driver on them. DLR, by the way, stands for Docklands Light Railway. And as you can see, that's the front of the train, and it doesn't have a driver because, like I said, all of these trains are driverless. They're driven, or what's named, by computers, but they do have sort of like guards or whatever, people that come on. Look at this station, by the way, as well. Just to show you this station. It's quite awesome, isn't it, really? But yeah, so basically, like I said, these trains are driven by computers, essentially. I might as well keep going this way. And like I said, they do have people on board checking your tickets, but also they sort of like, you know, well, I don't know exactly what else they do, but I mean, obviously they're there just in case. So it's always nice and reassuring to know that if, just in case, worst case scenario, something does go wrong, then there's a person on board who can, you know, take control if need be, sort of thing. So, because like when my friend Alan, it was Alan that first took me on one of these things, and I'd never been on it before. And in, like, the DLR's been around for a good while now. Anyway, I can't remember exactly how long. Good few years, anyway, I reckon. And so Alan was telling me, he didn't tell me until we actually got on it. Right? That was the thing, crafty so-and-so. So, you know, once we got on it, because I think we were going to a meeting somewhere. I can't quite remember what it was, but I think we were going to a meeting. And Alan turned around to me once we got on the train, and he says, "Oh, by the way, you know that these are driverless trains, don't you? There's no one drives it, it's a computer." And I must admit, I didn't like it. Did not like the idea of no human being driving that machine. Do you know what I mean? Now, I know it's really, I guess in reality, it's perfectly safe. One hopes, one imagines. I mean, it's been around for a while, so like so far, you know, everything's been fine. But it's just, I don't like that idea. I don't like the idea that there's some blinking computer somewhere. Don't get me wrong, I love technology and I love science and all the rest of it. I love progress and I love things that are new and all the rest of it. And, you know, in principle, I like the idea. It's just that, you know, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But, you know, there's certain technologies that I just feel a little bit more cautious about, perhaps. You know, I like the idea. I know human beings obviously are fallible, and human beings, lots of train drivers have either accidentally or, you know, through negligence or whatever, have crashed trains and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, just because there's a human being driving it doesn't necessarily make it necessarily any safer. It's just that, like I say, for some reason, it's just, I don't know, it's just the idea, this, what's the name, when he first told me, I'm like, what? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, no, don't like that idea at all. But I guess I've grown used to it and accustomed to it now, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But, you know, I must admit, still, you know, still in the back of my mind, it's kind of like, what if that computer goes wrong or somebody hacks into it, or, do you know what I mean? It's like, not sure about that. Oh dear. But anyway, like I said, the thing is, they do have people, they do have what's names on board. Not every single train, not every single moment, but, you know, every now and again there'll be one that'll get on somewhere and they'll just, you know, obviously they're there and they do whatever they do, you know what I mean? So, right, okay, I want to go and show you the dock, the old, because this is all old docklands, you know what I mean? It's been, you know, the whole area has been regenerated over the last several years, and it's still going through that process now, do you know what I mean? But yeah, this was all sort of like derelict and what have you. I mean, I must admit, I've not actually seen what this place used to look like before all of this, do you know what I mean? So I must admit, I haven't got a clue, but I think it was all sort of like derelict, old warehouses and stuff and all that kind of thing, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so this is all laid out the old docklands, like I say. Hence the name of this railway that we're walking under, Docklands Light Railway, you see. So anyway, yeah, let me show you the cranes. That was the thing I was trying to think of. So I'm gonna go show you the cranes of, like, what, you know, when obviously the big ships came in, they would unload using these dock cranes. I think I've shown them before, not these particular ones, I don't think. Not sure. It's been a while since I've done any real vlogs around here anyway. But I thought, well, I'll just show you some of the cranes that are knocking about, and like, you know, I just think they look awesome. I love them. I think they look really, really cool, and I like the fact that they've left a few of them in situ, as even though obviously they don't use them anymore. Look at this. Look. I love, you know me. I love all different structures and stuff, and I love looking at the gubbins of structures and all that sort of thing. I have no idea why I'm so fascinated and captivated by it, but I am. There it is, look, there's the old train going across there. But it is pretty cool, do you know what I mean? But as I said, there's certain parts of this, particularly where the banks are. Maybe it's because it's the banks. And I'm not a big fan of banks necessarily, considering what they've done to our world in the last few years particularly, and what they've done to people, you know, individual people who've lost their homes and stuff, you know, around the world and that. So, you know, I guess maybe that's part of what it is, but the thing is that a certain part of this, I guess, as I said, where the banks are, that I don't like, just feels so impersonal, so inhuman, and very, very controlled environment, like I said. Anyway, enough of all that. That's not what we're here to film, and that's not what we're here to watch, although you might see a little bit of it later on. But I love those cranes. Look at those cranes, man. I just think they look brilliant. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like an art, they're like a little installation, an art installation almost. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool, man. You know, let's just zoom in a little bit on them, shall we? Just check them out a little bit. Yay! You know that it's funny. Those bottom parts of the cranes, when I look at them, always reminds me of War of the Worlds. And those, you know, those machines, obviously, from War of the Worlds. That bit always reminds me of that. It always makes me think of that. The tripod things. I know that's not a tripod, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Anyway, look at this thing here. This sort of restaurant thing, or whatever. Well, that's the restaurant up there. I don't know what the rest of it is. Probably shops. I tell you what, let's go that way. I don't think I've ever been that way before. Like I say, I haven't explored this place to any great degree. Must have a look over there as well that way. We'll come back this way anyway, I guess. But yeah, so let's go and have a look and see what we can see over here. Yeah. Right. See, I'm trying to think, do I continue the vlog, or do I stop the vlog, or do I just carry on walking and talking and waffling? Do you know, it's like, sometimes as well, when I'm going out and about and doing my vlogs and stuff, there are moments and times when I think to myself, I wish something was happening, something interesting, like a demonstration or something, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that, just anything that is interesting, something that's happening that, you know, would be really interesting to film, like, you know what I mean? Maybe even newsworthy even, perhaps, you know? I don't know. I love all the structures, you see. You see, it's the artist in me, like I said, it's like, I love shape and form, and I love all the shapes that the different, you know, the columns and the, you know, the metal bars and things, and where all the different shapes it's creating. Here we are. Look, another DLR. There's one going that way, and there's one coming up this way. Look, and there's another one on the other side. Where I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh, and there's another one. There's 3 of them, 4 of them all at the same time. 3 that you can see, 1 you can hear. There it is. Look, whee! The old DLR going past us. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I mean, like I said, for all the fact that I keep saying, I mean, here's the banks, by the way. SHBC, of course, and whatever Citibank and all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. But look at this thing here. This sort of, I wonder what it is, like sculpture thing, I don't know. Interesting. I wonder what it looks like it's made out of metal, but, do you know, I'm not sure for certain. Or is it wood? No, actually, it's wood. It looked metal at first, but no, it's definitely wood. Look. No, it's definitely wood. I thought it was metal at first. Like a lot of these what's things knocking around London are usually metal, but that one's wood. Interesting. Yeah. Cool. Right. Okay. So you see, I must admit, I do. One of the things I like about it is it has got that futuristic look about it. Do you know what I mean? It's got like a sort of like, you can imagine like a futuristic city looking like kind of thing, do you know what I mean, with these little tubular walkway things from one building to another and all that, and then you got this thing here, look, the way that sticks out over there as well, and do you know what I mean? It all looks very sort of futuristic-y looking, do you know what I mean? But also, like I said, there's certain parts of this, particularly around where the banks are, that just really feel so impersonal, so I don't know. But anyway, like I said, and I know I just said it a minute ago and I'm repeating myself yet again, yeah, that's not what it's supposed to be about. Yeah, right, okay. I can hear music blaring away somewhere. I hope it's not picking it up too well on here, because again, obviously, you know, YouTube flag up, copyright. And actually, I've learnt that it doesn't, just as long as you don't always necessarily have to do anything about it, just long as it just flags it up, and then if the people whose music is then decide they want to do some infringement stuff about it, then obviously they're free to do so. But so it's just about being a bit mindful about it. So anyway, right, I'll end the video here for now, and then obviously I'll get past the music and then we'll carry on. Right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.